Hello everybody, welcome back. My name is EonShiKeno. You can call me Eon for short. I'm going to cast another one of my own games from Ladder. I'm actually going to play Terran in this game. We're on Steps of War, so we got a TVZ. So most people consider this a Terran favorite map. I would normally agree. And I've noticed a lot of Zerg players just get, like, they don't even want to bother trying on this map, so they'll do a lot of really aggressive plays. And that's what our player today goes for. We can actually see he's going out with a 2-drone harass, because, you know, 2 drones is better than 1 drone. And I'm actually going to go for a wall off here on the bottom, which is what I love doing so much against Zerg. This is such a great opener. It stops against 12 drone rush, which is, of course, when you do 10 drones and then you double extractor trick, make 2 more drones. And of course, we got a little bit of micro going on here. And I think he actually kills that. Yeah, he does kill it. And I get one of his. So 1-1, and then we're going to go fight it off. I pull down another SEV, and he's going to be forced to fall back. So we trade workers there. And I'm going to start building my barracks. You can wall off your bottom of your ramp with 1 barracks and 1 supply depot. But what I was saying is, if your opponent goes for the 10 drone, and then they do double extractor trick, make 2 more drones, and then attack with 12 drones, you can get up a supply depot and a barracks before the drones get down here. And then, of course, all you have to do is bring SCVs down to repair. It will make 1 Marine, and then you win the game. So this opening is really great. It denies so much information. Of course, the problem is, like, if your opponent goes for some type of 7 roach rush, they'll kill like a supply depot, and they can really pressure you. Your barracks is out here in the open. But the worst case scenario is you just lift up your barracks and you land it back in your base somewhere. Another really good feature of this opening is, if they do a type of baneling bust, which we'll see here in a second, it provides you with 2 walls. Your opponent has to use the banelings to kill the supply depot, which is 5 banelings, and then you have another wall here at the top, which requires more banelings. So it just requires more and more banelings, and banelings are really inefficient at killing buildings in general, especially when your opponent is on 1 base. So I saw him going up for the 1 base opening, so I'm assuming he's going to go some type of 1 base play, and I'm just going to make some Marines and upgrade my orbital, get the gas out. So I'm doing a really standard opening. This build I'm going for is more of a, it's like a 1-1-1 build where I make Marine, Marauders, Hellions, 1 or 2 Banshees. So it's just, I just get like the whole kitchen sink of Terran units, and it's just going for some aggressive play. And I'm scouting this Overlord up here. I was trying to see if he was going to bring it down here. I was debating whether or not I wanted to run my Marine up here to kill it, but I figured this Overlord could easily come over here and hide. And I didn't really want to lose a Marine this early in the game to some Zerglings or something. I wasn't sure if he was trying to bait me. But he's pulling some Zerglings up here. He's going to come out and scout. And, of course, the great thing about this wall off down here is that your opponent, even if they come up to the bottom of your ramp, they're never going to see anything that's up here. And you can put all of your tech buildings up here in the front for another wall off, and he's going to be completely in the dark. So I get at my factory, and I'm instantly starting my 2nd barracks and a Hellion, and I'm going to throw up a starport here in a second. I know he's probably going to be going mostly Zerglings, considering I just sacrificed the SCV in there. And did I even see that baneling nest? No, I haven't seen the baneling nest, but I'm going to scan him anyway. You know, when your opponent is on 1 base, a scan will see everything on the creep. So a scan against a 1-basing Zerg is definitely a smart ID to go for. And I got some Hellion. I'm getting Hellion out. It's going to keep producing Hellions from this and making that starport. I'm going to actually put a tech lab on this barracks to produce a couple more units. And we can see he's actually going in for a baneling bust. He's got, let's see here, 7 banelings out. So that'll be enough to take out this bunker and then to bring this one down to almost half-life. And I'm going to put a tech lab on this. It's a little bit of a mistake by me on the positioning. I really wanted to put it a little bit more to the right, so this is complete wall off. And I see he's got some Zerglings out, so I just bring my Hellions out to do some attacking, and have Marines here in the back to do some damage. And he really lost so many units from that. So basically, let's look at the trade. I lost a supply depot and 2 Hellions, which is 300 minerals. He lost almost every single Zergling he had and 7 banelings. And my mistake right there, I didn't come down quick enough to rebuild that. And now I'm kind of in trouble. I pulled this guy off building the supply depot, come down here and try to build it too late. I pull my Marines back to this choke point. And then I notice he's going to break through, so I pull in a bunch of SCVs. I'm making a Banshee at the same time because I know Banshees are going to be so effective against a 1-basing Zerg, especially if he only makes 1 queen. If he makes 2 queens, it'd be a little bit harder. But he's got a bunch of Zerglings and no banelings yet. He's morphing 4 way here in the back. But I saw he's going to try to come over here and kill this, and I made the mistake of landing it there, which means I couldn't have repaired it. So I quickly moved the barracks and started mass repairing with a bunch of SCVs. At this point, you need to pull units off mining because if they get in your base, you're dead. Just take the hit in mining, and because you're already ahead in income. Like, look at this. I'm way ahead, 16 to 20. So, oh man, so close. He actually almost gets it there, but I was repairing it the whole time. And he's kind of in trouble now. As soon as you get one Banshee out, these Zerglings and Banelings won't be able to do anything. They'll just get killed by the Banshee. So I'm going to send my Banshee over. I'm actually just A-moving across the map. It would have been smarter for me to just come over here and quickly kill the Queen, because you can see he's already reacting to the Queen, or to the Banshee. He's making a second Queen. 2 queens are better than 1. Just like the drones, this guy always thinks in 2s, but I'm going to come over here and try to do some harassing. He's trying to recoup his loss from that kind of a not really effective attack, and he's going to try and make this hatchery. Now, I go for killing the hatchery because I'm assuming he's got 2 queens. I probably should just look, but I'm just going to try and kill this hatchery, just delay his hatchery as long as possible. And he's bringing 2 queens out, but he's off creep, so I can easily micro this. I'm paying attention. Am I paying attention? Yeah, I am. There we go. So I'm going to pull this back, fake like I'm going to run away. Then nope, I'm going to go and attack this hatchery a couple more times and bring in another Banshee to do some damage. But even with this low HP Banshee, this won't be enough to kill these 2 queens. So am I going to micro that? Yes, I do. Quickly save it. I didn't want to look like an idiot there. And I think I'm going to fall back. You know, just keep that Banshee alive. And I'm actually going to send this one around the top of the map to do some scouting, maybe pick off a couple of drones or whatnot. So I'm getting stim upgrades. I'm just continuing to pump Hellions because I know he's invested so much in Zergling and Baneling. It's mostly what he's going to be massing. I'm adding in a couple of Marines and actually Dropship, because I'm going to go do some Dropship harass on his base. Making Marauders out of this barracks and Marines out of this one. So I'm making a little bit of everything, actually getting supply blocked here. Huge mistake, don't get supply blocked ever. I'm pulling this Banshee back and I repair it with this SCV anytime momentarily. And he actually did a big drone transfer down here, so his economy should be, actually he transferred it from his main because I was harassing with this Banshee. So I'm actually still pretty far ahead in economy just because I've been constantly producing SCVs. And I'm really doing really horrible on my macro. That's because I'm trying to do some harassing here. I really should be expanding right now, but you can really abuse this cliff against Zerglings because they don't have any range, of course, and you can just leave units down here, drop them up here, and bait the Zerglings into attack you, and you can see what I'm going to go with here. And he's going to come try to attack me, but all the units here at the bottom are attacking me. You just pick them up, and while they're in range, just get a whole bunch of free shots. And this is kind of a little bit of that tank play. You can see put tanks down here to attack this and whatnot, but anytime your units get low, you can just pick them up. I actually swap out my medevacs there because this one was getting low, and I'm going to pull those units back, leaving those Marauders there to take hits, because Marauders with medevacs healing them are basically invincible against Zerglings. And I'm just going to come up here and try to push, and I'm burying some units in here from the bottom. I'm going to go in for the kill at this point just because it's a small strike force units. I'm trying to pick up some units, not let them get killed, but at this point, this one Banshee is dealing ridiculous amounts of damage. Hellions are killing Zerglings like crazy, and Marauders are soaking up DPS. And just with this little bit of the strike force, I got so much money still, and I just pick them all up, get away from the Broodlings. I know I've killed his expansion. Now at this point, you can say, well, why didn't you continue attacking them? Well, because I didn't have to. You know, I got the game won at this point. I'd like to play safe rather than play risky. This gives you more wins, higher win percent. Now I'm just going to make some more units, macro up, and this expansion is so late. Huge mistake on this expansion. I should have put this up like 2 minutes ago before that attack even started. So unfortunately that's a little late. I'm just going to come back here, drop off on my units, heal up, do some repair, and go off for another attack. I'm actually using this Hellion to scout just to make sure, because, you know, dot all your T's and cross all your I's is what I always say, you know. Just scout for expansions because you don't want to lose to a hidden expansion. It's the dumbest thing in the world to lose to. So I'm sending this Hellion out. I'm just going to all the 4 major locations on this map. This one down here, this one up here, and this one and this one. I don't expect him to have a hidden expansion down here in the bottom behind the rock, so I don't even bother going there. But I'm doing my due diligence, scouting for hidden expansions, because I just killed his main. He could have been sneaky and thrown up another one. But, of course, you can see he hasn't. But you always got to, you know, do your due diligence, go up and scout for it. Now, I think I'm even making a Reaper. Actually, I forgot about this. I'm making a Reaper this game just so I can go up here and scout these positions, just because I'm crazy like that. I don't want to lose to like hidden expansions on the map. I'm actually getting my big army ready. Macroing up such a huge army. You can check the food count. 82 food to 43. So coming back with a push that will not fail. Now that army I had outside his base when I killed his expo, the percentage chance of that actually winning the game is probably pretty high, probably like 60 or 70%. But the chance of this army winning is like 99.99, repeating of course. chance of winning. So I send the Hellions first. I'm going to try and get some free kills, scan, kill some free tumors, look for any burrowed banelings. And at this point, you know, he can just A-move in. It doesn't matter. He kills like 4 or 5 units. And I actually tried to pick up all my units there to save him from the banelings, but I did it a little too late. And I kind of clumped him up into the baneling and lost it all, but it didn't matter. I've got 3 Banshees out, plenty of units, and he's clearly dead. But that's just a little bit of TVZ on I was gonna say Scrap Station. This is Steps of War. I really like to do this opening. It's a really quick, like, 1 base attack. You can really just use micro to your advantage. Just dropship placement on different maps where you want to put units. Really causes Zerglings to have to run around, and pretty effective. But I hope you guys enjoyed watching this. Maybe we'll cast some more games, and I'll see you guys later.